Happy New Year, everyone. Between the holiday and me having COVID, I thought I'd take a few more days off, but Supermassive Games has made that impossible by releasing a new piece of promotional art. So let's take a look at it and figure out what it might mean. So, obvious things first, this is a recreation of H.H. Holmes' famous Murder Castle. As you can see from these comparisons, it's a fairly close approximation of the building, with the big sign advertising it as a World's Fair hotel with rooms available, setting this image either during the 1893 World's Fair, or possibly this is meant to be the modern recreation of the hotel where the game will be set. Note that we're close enough to the hotel that we can't see anything off to the left. Whether or not there's a visible bridge there would allow us to determine exactly where this is set and whether this is supposed to be the past or the present day. The developers have gone out of their way to make this as accurate as possible, right down to the striped awnings over the store entrances on the first floor. The one completely inaccurate thing is the streetlight, although that's been added for an obvious reason, to remind people of this poster for The Exorcist. Between the title's implications, beyond it being a real Holmes quote, and this reference, the developers are really playing up the supernatural aspect here. Are all of these different serial killings really the work of a demon possessing people? Or is the devil in question the inspiration that each new killer takes from the previous monster's crimes? This is pointing in a supernatural direction, but it's too early to say anything definitive. Now, let's talk about the guy standing in front of the hotel. That looks a lot like the curator, doesn't it? Vest, sleeve garters, bowler hat, super short hair. It's quite the similarity. Then again, here's the most famous picture of Holmes. And he seems to have preferred the exact same kind of hat as the curator. Wait, has the curator's style been inspired by Holmes this whole time? Does this image suggest that he'll be much more actively involved in this story than in previous ones? It's possible that this is Holmes, and we'll be getting a flashback to him at the start of the game, or perhaps sometime later during it. But it's also possible this is the character I've been calling the detective, due to his placement in the interrogation room scene. Not only is this guy wearing the vest, but as we can see from the details on the sides, and the ties on the back, he's wearing the same leather apron as the detective. The bunching up of the sleeves from the arm garter, and the super wide hands also seem to indicate he's wearing the same forearm and hand protecting gloves as the detective. So, who is this? The least likely option is the curator, because that would suggest a much more active role, and nothing we've seen in the game so far has prepared us for that at all. More likely is that it's Holmes, given the hat and the proximity to the murder hotel. Biggest likelihood, though, seems to be that this is the detective who, under this theory, is the game's main antagonist in the present day, and he's standing in front of the rebuilt murder castle, which, based on the map, could be in Michigan or Wisconsin. Probably not in Paradise, but I'll keep hope alive. Is there anything else we can glean from the image? There's a couple of signs. Directly in front of the character, we've got a sign for pharmacy and soda. And then off to the right, there's Bert's Store, which is advertising, I assume it's new, but it could be something else. We just see a W. And then the word seasons. So like new seasons something? Like the new stock is in? Nothing about that jumps out at me, but, maybe it will spark something in you. Happy New Year, everyone. This is going to be an exciting bunch of months as we wait for clues and theorize about just what's going on. I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. If you'd like to see more from me, drop by the stream on YouTube and Twitch. Weekdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, weekends, noon Eastern. Special thanks to my patrons Marissa, Desire, Eduardo, Brian, and Joanne. If there's any topics you want to see covered in future videos, please mention them in the comments section. I'll see you back here for more Dark Pictures, but until then, au revoir.